Welcome, welcome, welcome. Came on early because I could see you all chatting in the comments. How have you all been? What's your week been like? Just say hello to everyone that's here already. Joyce, you're an early bird, bless you. Hope you're okay. And your granddaughter, son, who hit their head, they're okay. Bless them. I think you said they were, didn't you? So hello, Steph, darling Steph. And lovely Carol and lovely Ange. And just wait for everyone else to drift in when they're ready. Like I say, I came on a bit early tonight. But yeah, how have you all been? What's been happening? It's been a real funky old time, hasn't it? How have you all been since last week? Anybody noticing any changes? Anything that's different? Anything that, you want to share with us? Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you for asking, Steph. Yeah, I'm okay. Just look, PAIN. Don't like to say the word, but yeah, it's been a bit of that. I think a lot of people have been. I know certainly Ange has. Yes, okay. I know what you meant, darling. I think we're all doing stuff. Honestly, the stupid things that I do, it's absolutely yeah, yeah. It's really funky. It's really, really funky. Really looking forward to tonight. And I didn't get the download like I normally do. It's really weird. What used to happen was I'd finish on a Sunday and literally I'd be out walking Muffin or outside with Muffin and I'd get a download. Okay, I know what I'm doing next week. Lately, it's just been kind of later and later and later. It's really weird. And then I was talking to Ray, I was like, what bloody hell am I doing this week, babe? And he was like, yeah, do about my planet, home planet. He's 100% Arcturian. When I saw us birthed from source as two bubbles, or there was loads of bubbles. He went off to Arcturus and I went off to Orion, but we had a mission to do. So yeah, that's why we're doing that tonight. So yeah, really interesting. Really, really interesting. So Joyce is saying she's feeling calmer, good. Yeah, it's a weird old energy though. It really, really is, isn't it? What date are we on today? Second. When will we have? Yeah, no, that won't be a Sunday. Yeah, it's funny because when we looked into solstice, that would actually be a Sunday. So I thought, wow, what a night to do that. Amazing. But yeah, Hypertronica. Oh yes, you weren't here last week, darling, were you? Bless you. And lovely Mary. Oh, you're listening from your bed. Oh, Mary, you okay, darling? Oh, bless your heart. Hope things are as okay as they can be for you right now. And just know that we're all sending you love. Lovely Lynn's in the house. Lovely Patricia Ann. Steph saying I've got no energy. I think that's really so. Welcome to everybody that's watching live, or if you're watching on the replay, thank you for being here. If you could please like and share this video. Sorry to do the housekeeping kind of nonsense, but it is important. If you could, I don't ask for much, but if you could do that, I'd be ever so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been the exhaustion has been something else, isn't it? And I think it's challenging. And do you know what? I've had a kind of realization is I keep getting everybody around me to, talking about HRT. It's like literally every person I speak to, everywhere I go, and I'm like, oh, okay. So some of the things that I think we experience might be down to the, post-menopause as well, because I'm definitely post. When I'm 57, I finished completely by the time I was 49. And then Ray passed away. So we didn't even have that time. Sorry to be a bit too much information, but yeah, we didn't even have that time, but we didn't even have to worry about anything. You know what I mean? Anyway, probably oversharing there, but anyway. Oh, Mary, you've got a bladder infection and high fever. Oh, bless your heart. Sending you so much love and healing. Well, this is going to be perfect for you tonight then, because yeah, we're going to go to the Arcturian. You're going to introduce yourself to your Arcturian healer. And the Arcturians are really, they've got a lovely energy. They are kind of healers, but they're more the boffins, that's what I would call them, and the geeks, which suited Ray down to a T. He was typical, but didn't at the time when he was here. But anyway, so yeah, just sending. We're gonna go to a really lovely place, and you'll receive healing as well, and introduce you to your Arcturian healer. But also, what I wanted to say as well, we've also got an inner healer, so they may turn up as well. So if you don't get an Arcturian, it's fine. You might get your own inner healer, which is kind of your higher self, but just with a different hat on. That's the way I see it. Hello, Gina, darling. Hello, Natalie. The stuff going on in the world is depressing. Look at the incident in Cambridge. Was that the Huntington thing? Or was that something else? I don't really watch the news. I'm not going to lie. I really don't, because I just think it's just fear mongering on a mass scale, isn't it? And yeah, and I think, you know, it's challenging. I just don't think how I diplomatically word this. You know, when people go through these experiences, when they're on the receiving end, just remember that it's nothing that they didn't agree to. But that's really challenging to think about that on a human level. It can be a bit too much to take in. But yeah, yes, it is Huntington. Okay, yeah, I think that, yeah, I remember. I'm not going to speak about it because, yeah, I think what happened was, yeah, awful. But it's as well, I think these things happen and it's kind of like, oh, look over here. And then while we're all looking over there, they're doing shady stuff in the background. So yeah, I'm always mindful of what's going on. But yeah, it's really interesting time. I think in the UK, we've certainly got so much going on here. It's just unreal. Hello, Moon Leah. Yeah, I was on a bit early, darling. I came a bit early today because I could see everyone chatting away. So I thought I'd just come on. So I've no technical hitches tonight. But hello, April. I hope you're doing well, darling. And yeah, Mary, we're just holding you in our thoughts during the session and after. You know, I just love us all coming together, you know, every Sunday. And on the replay as well, because it's just as powerful and we're still all tapping into that energy. Even us, the ones that are in it live, we're still tapping into that energy when people watch it on the follow-up and the replay anyway. So Patricia Ann saying, not like me to stay in bed yesterday, was drained, my energy, dealing with a family member and receiving sad news. Sorry to hear that, darling. Blood found in her stool, booked in at the hospital for colonoscopy. Well, we're just sending whoever that is, you know, just, you know, loving thoughts and healing energy to them to navigate through that experience. Hi, Lainey. Welcome, darling. Yeah, it's challenging, isn't it? It is. It's really, really funky at the moment. I went out yesterday, but it's anyone with the, you know, I don't even want to say the word, with autoimmune, any kind of will understand that, you know, the next day it's just like you're just done in, you know, and you have to kind of build yourself up to go out, because yeah, it's amplified by a million, isn't it? Especially with the energies that are going on. But yeah, just sending you and your loved one, whoever that is, you know, for whatever the experience is, that it's in the highest and greatest good, which it always is, which can be a challenge, can't it, when we're kind of in the human. But yeah, I wanted to speak about the whole empath thing, because I'm just seeing it all around me all the time. And it's, you know, as a lot of you will know, have a different approach. And I just think it's so important to be empowered now rather than disempowered, because there's so much going on. So, as you know, it's always about managing our energy and not giving our power away. So something that, you know, I have to catch myself sometimes. Are we always standing in our power, and where are we giving it away? And you know, if you are familiar with and you use the term, oh, I'm an empath, all I would do is I would ask you to think about, would anybody say that they're an empath in our group? There's nothing wrong. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with, but it's a belief, right? And it's just a label that can keep people stuck. And I see it's just like going on everywhere. And I feel that I've got to be completely honest. I think if there's anybody out there speaking about that and then and feeding into that energy, I feel, and it's only a feeling and a perception, is that they're actually making people stay stuck. And I'm doing my best not to judge, but I really do feel strongly about it, and I'm seeing it more and more and more. And I really, really feel, it makes me feel sad that people would still be stuck in that energy. So have a think about that. Are you always standing in your power? And where are there any energy leakages that you might need to look at? Yeah, just thought I needed to mention that. Yeah, I feel other people's energies, and I always have. I'm sensitive to energy, absolutely. But what we will find is that more often than not, there would have been a challenging childhood. It's literally 99.9% that people would have had, on a human level, they would have had, right, a challenging childhood in some way or another. It doesn't always have to be massive trauma. But all I would say is maybe look at that and work out if it's a belief, right? Because most things are. I just want the best for you. I turn up here religiously every Sunday because I want to help you. I want everybody that watches, or even just flicks in and flicks out. I want you to be the best version of you that you possibly can be. And we need to get rid of these labels and attachments, right, that are holding us back or keeping us stuck in an energy, But if you can, it's okay to, well, it's not really okay to feel somebody's energies. How do you know the difference between what is yours and what somebody else's? I will always ask that question, because yes, it can be helpful, but also it may mean that we've got energy leeches going on. So I'm not saying it's anything bad. I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong. Please don't think that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just mentioning it because I really, really want people to step into their power. We're all needed so much as light workers, right? And so anything that we can get rid of, so I've got the sweats again, anything that we can get rid of that's not serving us and that isn't helping us to be the best version of who we came here to be. Because we didn't come here to be and not have a pleasant life. We might have chosen experiences maybe when we were younger, right? And we choose every experience, and every experience that there is not good or bad. It's not good or bad. It just is, right? But it can be challenging for people to get there. And Petronica saying, I protect my energy these days before going out and about. Yeah, I do. I mean, I don't always, but say if I'm out somewhere and I think, I'm feeling a bit woozy, I'll just put a shield up and then just, carry on. So yeah, you can just put a shield up. But yeah, it is. And Lainey's saying it's hard work at times. But the more we can navigate through that, the easier it gets. And like I say, I'm not saying this to make anybody feel less than or any of that. I just want you to be the empowered version of you that's out there sharing your light, your beautiful, magical light, because every single one of us is so special, so magical, and just amazing beings of light. We chose to reincarnate in one of the toughest times, energy-wise, on Earth since, like I say, I'm not religious, but, since, Jesus, we're absolute hardcore, the lot of us. So have a think about and meditate on, Maggie's saying, you're so right, Lorraine, bless you and everyone. Listen, absolutely, but I'm only ever here because I want you. And you're hardcore because you're here every week, whether you watch live or on the replay. You're here every week, and not even probably fully comprehending the amount of deep energy work you're doing by listening and joining our energy together with these, hypnosis guided meditations that we do each week. It's big work. It's huge. And I don't think everybody here probably realises how much work you're actually doing. I'll speak into this. I don't want to name names, but, you know, if she wants to pipe up, you know, you've got to remember we're doing so much, but we're packing so much in, not just, I had somebody contact me actually, because we were talking last week, weren't we, about, oh, you know, if you wake up with bruises, aches and pains. And, you know, I think this person might have thought that, you know, it was something untoward. I was like, no, we're off in the night. We leave our bodies every night. We're up there doing what we need to do. So Mooney is saying, yes, very difficult childhood, worked through a lot of it. Also aware of something that isn't me, like walking into a room of people when I'm light and happy, but feeling underlying negative energy. See, the thing is as well, when we've been through challenging childhoods, it's the nervous system that still hasn't settled on a human level, right? A lot of it is our nervous system is still living, right? So our mind can know that we're not in that situation, but the body doesn't. So that's why I think we've spoken about this quite a lot, really. But when people that have been through trauma as a child, they will go into a room and they'll be scanning the room, and it's just like hypervigilance, like literally. And it can be a sound, a smell, a word, a name, a colour, right? That can trigger that. And it's like, because as a child, they've had to read the room to keep themselves safe. So even though they're an adult, their body is still living and the subconscious is still living as that 5, 6, 7, however old we were when we had those experiences. So yeah, I just think it's really challenging, darling. It really is. But yeah, I would just think there is, you know, there's loads of work that you can do in anybody that feels strongly enough to maybe look at that and review it, and because it's what's the word? It's all right, come on, bring the words. It's hard work, always being on alert. And it's such an energy drain as well on us. And I can speak, you know, my daughter, you know. So yeah, that's my kind of my driving passion as well, that to speak about this. And I've had many conversations with her about this, you know, and always reading the room. And you can actually work on it hugely and give you back that power and that energy that's being expended on reading the room, because the nervous system, I am getting on with the course, but honestly, I keep getting sidetracked with different things. It's challenging, but yeah, I've got a newsletter coming out, and there's discounts for the whole of November because of Black Friday, and also the 19th is my mum's 3-year anniversary. So you'll get the codes in the newsletter first. But anything, if you want to book a session with me, you don't have to book it straight away. You can book it months in advance, but as long as you use the code within the time frame, you'll get that discount. So yeah, you can book it for January or February. But yeah, anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you, because like I say, I do the one-to-one work. It is really potent and powerful, and it can be life-changing. So, you know, investing in ourselves, you know, I've invested so much in myself. I've spent thousands on not so much therapy, but yeah, learning my trade and yeah, doing the work. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, it's really fascinating times, isn't it? But anyway, I'm hoping that some of this will resonate with somebody that's listening, and they'll think about, okay, and not allowing our frequency to drop down when we encounter somebody else that may be on a lower frequency as well. That's the trick, is being unshakable and sitting. And I've showed you the map of consciousness, haven't I? Yeah, I have. I've put it in the community page. It was a good while ago. Remind me, and I might put it in there again. But anyway, let's pull the cards. I did the cards earlier, so I'm still stuck in my starseed era. I thought I had to. I don't know. I run my finger over the shelf, and I was drawn to these again. So the first one we got was Portal, which I thought was really funny. So if you look, there's just a lady or a female figure walking into this massive portal. And that's kind of how I see Free Eye Atlas, right? And it says doors opening, you decide, rewards and wild cards. So, this is for all, this is a collective, it's for all of us. But think about where you need to expand and you're kind of sitting on the fence, perhaps. Might not be about going into a modality, but it might just be going into a new path. And I'm looking forward to tonight because we're going to bring in a bit of timeline navigation as well. So yeah, just think about that. Again, what does it say? Doors are opening, you decide, rewards and wild card. So maybe there's a path that you're thinking, I don't know, that's a bit, not too sure. And maybe this card is going, just try it, just go. Just do something different. Yeah, I just thought that was interesting. And then what other one did we get? We got, you're not for everybody. Embrace your weirdness and face your true north. So, yeah, absolutely. We're not for everybody. We're not everyone's cup of tea. And if we've gone through stuff as childhood, not feeling like we can connect, so like we don't belong. A lot of people feel, they're the kind of black sheep or, the odd one out in the family. So many people feel, oh God, yeah, why was I born into this family? I completely don't fit here. But we choose our parents, our brothers and sisters. We choose it all. We choose a lot. So, hello, Val. Oh, hello, darling. It's oh crikey, trying to think of your name. Victoria. Welcome, darling. Yeah, come in. I'm glad you're here, darling. You've written a book, haven't you? Have you got it published yet, sweetheart? If you want to advertise it or promote it on our community page, you're more than welcome. Just go to my channel and yeah, you can just anybody can post anything they want as long as it's legal. It's not going to get me in trouble. Yeah. I think I'll do that. I think I'll do a good job of getting myself in trouble on my own. So I think I need anybody's help doing that. But yeah, you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness and face your true north. So is everyone aware that we have a north node and a south node? Just let me know in the chat. So, for example, hang on a minute. What's Moon Leah saying? Oh, it's different that I rented an apartment a few years back, went back into the bathroom and got nauseous instantly and negative energy. And found out someone committed suicide a year earlier. Yeah, I mean that's interesting. Absolutely. And that's good. It's good that you can pick up on it, but we've got to think about how does that impact us and does it serve us? Because we're sovereign beings and nothing or anything should be able to kind of rankle our energy. Yeah, exactly. You tapped into it and that's amazing. But all I will ask is how is that serving? So yeah, no, Petronika's saying about north nodes. Okay, so our south node is what we come in as under our astrological star sign. So for example, I'm an Aries. So I came in as an Aries and my north node, and you'll hear people talking about their true north. I'm not just going to simplify it. Go and have a look if you want to dig deeper into it. And there is websites that you can just type your birth date in and where you were born. And it'll tell you, but they're all kind of fixed. So if you're an Aries, then I'm going out as a Libra. That's my opposite sign. So that's more balanced and more even keel. So that's what when we talk about our south node and our north node. So my true north is to go out. By the time I exit this meet, is to be more in that Libra energy. So yeah, hope that helps. But go and look it up. And it's I'm sure there's a chart somewhere. But anyway, go and look it up. But yeah, I just thought really interesting card. But not for everyone. And the thing is, many of it. Oh, I say that I don't care. I suppose I'm lucky in a sense that I don't really care what people think. I never have, right? And I don't know. I think it's because maybe I had parents that were quite prepared. I don't want to say it sounds awful, but they would never stand up for themselves. You know, they really wouldn't. And me and my brother do. We do stand up for ourselves. But yeah, it's like if someone doesn't like me, that's about them. You know, I'm not going to sit there and think, oh, what have I done, and all this kind of rubbish. No, we can't. We're not for everybody, are we? Just like the card says. So maybe that'll mean something to someone. Is there a situation where someone watching this is going, oh, you know, yeah, but what will they think? Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. What do you think? Anyway, so Val saying joys of living with Ehlers-Danlos. I can never say it. Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, ME, and fibromyalgia, but slow and said he wins the race. Exactly. It's just, you know, navigating through, isn't it? It's navigating through best we can each day. And Moonlier said, I've tapped into quite a few things over the years, just now learning what it means when that happens. Not scared at all, just aware of so much more now. Exactly. Good. That's good. You know, because we've got to think at those moments, we're not absorbing. We don't want to be absorbing that energy, you know, and it impacting us. Yeah, it's really interesting topic. Really interesting topic. So, what did I have to tell you? I've told you about the newsletter coming out and the discount codes that'll go for the whole of November, not just for Black Friday. And the Arcturians, like I say, Ray came in and said, yeah, this is what you're doing. So yeah, I just thought that was really lovely. And I see them as kind of big, tall, blue beings, but they do look more like humans to me. Yeah, they do, more than any other kind of being. But, you know, you might see them as something different. It doesn't matter. It really, really doesn't matter. And so about them, like I've said before, they're the masters of advanced technology. They are like the geeks. Absolutely. Oh, Junison, I've just seen a blue orb while watching this. Oh, beautiful. I love it. Yay. There you go. They're coming in early. We've called them in. You know, they're master healers and they are consciousness guides as well. And I don't like to use the word, but, you know, ascension guides. So they are coming in strong right now because we need them, you know. And I think if you look at the spiritual mumbo jumbo out there, I think they say, like, oh, well, they're ninth dimension beings. It doesn't matter. You know, it really doesn't matter. They you know, just really kind of cheeses me off when they go, oh yeah, but they're this and they're that, and I'm just like, no, they just are. They're part of the solar system. They're part of our, you know, club, whatever you want to call it, gang, group, whatever. So yeah, like I say, they're known for their advanced technology. Absolutely, really, really are beautiful. So what we're going to do in this meditation, you're going to meet your Arcturian healer. Like I said, if you don't, doesn't matter. Just go, just roll with whatever happens. You might meet your inner healer, but we're going to, you know, help you release old stuck energy like we kind of do every week and just activate that enhanced intuition connection to higher self, you know, and perception. And we are going to do a bit of timeline work, as in you'll be able to see more clearly, not visually, but sense, feel, know, whatever, right? There might be a couple of paths. It fits in with the cards that we had, to be honest, didn't it? It was like portal, you know, and you're not for everybody. So you'll be able to, you know, look into different timelines. You'll be able to meditate, okay? If it doesn't come through straight away, but it will, I promise you. Okay, like I say, a lot of this work, you don't even know that you're doing it. You don't even know, but that's okay. We don't need to know. The human mind needs to know. But the quicker that we can just move through that and just go, it is what it is. I don't need to know. If I remember, I remember. If I don't, I don't. So just know that you're receiving healing. So yeah, we're going to do just some activations while we're up there. and just have a really lovely experience with the Arcturians, because they are just magical. And like I say, my Ray is 100%. So anybody that's just joined us, we're just about to go into an Arcturian healing temple and do some lovely healing and quantum healing. So you're welcome to join us. So all the regulars will know, just make yourself really comfortable. And as always, we call in any beings of light that wish to assist, any angels, helpers, ascended masters, anyone that's working with and for the light is most welcome. So just get really, really comfy. So make sure you won't be disturbed. So if you need to turn notifications off, I can see some people coming in. We're just about to start a beautiful meditation. So join us or catch up on the replay, either or, it really doesn't matter. So close your eyes if you haven't already. And tonight you're traveling to an Arcturian healing temple, a place that was specifically designed for consciousness and spiritual expansion. As I've said, the Arcturians possess remarkable qualities: crystal clear perception, natural healing abilities, higher frequency awareness, and deep inner peace. And tonight, they're going to activate these same qualities within you. This is a powerful transmission, and they're going to awaken capacities that have been sleeping in your system. Talents you are meant to access. And when this session is complete, you'll carry these traits forward, and you'll perceive things and situations more clearly, and you'll access wisdom beyond your previous capabilities, so that you can operate from a place of profound calm and deep clarity. This is a real activation, real healing, real transformation. So just give yourself this magical time out for you. And now begin to breathe slowly and deeply, allowing your body to find its own rhythm. Your feet are growing heavy and warm. Your ankles are relaxing. Your calves releasing. Your knees are softening as you allow yourself to go deeper and deeper into this magical experience. Your thighs feel heavy. Your hips are settling into deep relaxation. Your lower and middle back are softening as your upper back lets go of any remaining tension, letting yourself drift deeper and deeper. Your shoulders are dropping down, sinking down, deeper and deeper. Your arms are growing heavy. Your hands are resting, open and soft. Your jaw feels completely loose, with your teeth apart and your tongue resting, as all the tiny muscles around your eyes soften and let go. You're breathing deeper, floating and drifting, sinking into profound rest. And now we count down from 5 to 1. 5, releasing everything, letting go. 4, feeling so deeply relaxed and so comfortable. 3, drifting peacefully, feeling light as a feather. 2, deeper still, feeling so relaxed and so at ease. 1, completely relaxed now. You're ready for your journey ahead. Body at rest, mind quiet, and heart open. You begin to notice a soft blue light. It appears in front of you, and it's growing steadily brighter, warmer, and more inviting. This blue light expands into a pathway made of entirely crystalline blue energy. It's solid beneath your feet. It vibrates with intelligence. You step onto the path. As you begin walking, each step feels effortless. This path carries you upward through layers of frequency. The air is becoming lighter and easier to breathe. Ahead, a structure emerges from the lights. It's a temple made of living crystal. Walls that pulse with soft luminescence. Geometric patterns flow across each surface. It's beautiful beyond description. The entrance opens instantly as you approach. You step inside. The interior is breathtaking. It's a circular chamber with a domed ceiling. The walls glow with gentle blue light. The floor is smooth crystal that feels warm beneath your feet. In the center, there's a raised platform, and standing there is an Arcturian healer. They are tall and elegant. Their body emits a soft radiance. Their skin shifting between silver and blue, with eyes that are large and filled with infinite compassion. When they look at you, you feel completely safe, completely welcomed, and completely loved. Now they step forward. Their presence is calming, powerful, and nurturing. Welcome, beloved one, they say. Their voice resonates through your entire being. They say to you, I am your Arcturian inner healer. Perhaps they offer their name to you. Take a moment to feel, hear, sense, or know their name. Just trust what comes through for you. It's also okay if they do not offer their name. That is perfect for you. They say to you, I offer you deep healing. And I offer you a deeper awakening, an expanded consciousness on your journey. I'm going to activate the Arcturian blueprint within you. Qualities you were always meant to embody. A gesture for you to come closer. You step on the platform. Your healer moves to stand before you. Their presence feels ancient and wise. First we heal, they say, before new capacities can awaken. Old densities must clear. They raise their hands, and blue light streams from their palms. This light surrounds you, warm and soothing, like being wrapped in pure liquid peace. The light begins moving through your body, finding places where you've been holding heaviness, stress, or old emotions you've been carrying. Places where energy has been stuck. The light touches your head and mental chatter begins dissolving. Worry is evaporating. Your mind becomes clear, spacious, and quiet. The light moves to your throat. Old hesitations about speaking your truth melt away. Your voice becoming free. Your true, authentic expression is ready to flow. The light fills your chest as it goes into your heart center. You can feel old heartache lifting. Anything that's been weighing heavy on your heart is gently dissolving. Your heart is becoming more open, softer, and available for deeper connection. The light moves through your solar plexus. This is where you hold your personal power. Old self-doubts begin to evaporate. Your confidence is returning. Your inner strength is remembering itself. This magical light flows through your entire torso, through your hips, down your legs, and all the way down to your feet. It's carrying all the released heaviness down, right down into the crystal floor. The floor absorbs it. It transmutes it and returns it to pure light and self-love for you. You feel so much lighter, clearer, and brighter, like you've been washed in starlight. Your Arcturian healer smiles warmly. Beautiful, they say. This healing is complete. Now the awakening and expanded consciousness begins. They place one hand over your heart and one over your foreheads. The energy flowing from their palms intensifies. I'm activating your Arcturian blueprint now, they explain. The traits that match our frequency. They're already encoded in your system. I'm simply turning them on now. Energy begins flowing into your third eye. Your forehead glows and grows warm. You begin to feel something opening and expanded there. Your perception is shifting. You can suddenly sense energy more clearly. You can feel the energy of space as you enter without absorbing. You know you can easily manage your energy and conserve your own power. Your intuition is amplifying, becoming razor sharp. You're seeing with Arcturian eyes now. The energy moves to your crown and it's flowing down into your mind. Your thinking becomes clearer, sharper, and more focused. You're noticing patterns you couldn't see before. Your mind is operating at higher efficiency. Arcturian mental clarity is yours now. The energy intensifies at your heart. Warmth is spreading through your entire chest. Something profound is awakening here. It's the ability to be present with any emotion, to fully feel it without becoming overwhelmed, to stay centered no matter what is happening around you. Deep peace and unshakable calm are establishing. This is the powerful Arcturian emotional mastery, and it's becoming yours. The energy moves to your hands, and your palms begin to tingle, growing warm as energy flows through them, and you can feel it. The capacity to channel healing energy, to place your hands on your own body or others and facilitate restoration and renewal. This is the Arcturian healing ability, and it's activating in you now. Your Arcturian healer adjusts the frequency. It's becoming more refined as they move one hand to the back of your head and the other remains at your heart. Now I'm activating your timeline navigation ability, they say. The Arcturian capacity to see, sense, and know across time. The ability to perceive multiple possibilities simultaneously. To choose consciously which timeline to step into. Your perception suddenly expands in a new way. You begin to see or imagine your life branching into multiple paths ahead of you. Different choices leading to different outcomes. But instead of feeling confused or overwhelmed, you feel a profound and deep sense of clarity. You can sense which timelines hold the highest potential. which paths lead to your greatest expression and expansion, which choices align with your soul's purpose. This is timeline navigation, the ability to imagine or see the map of possibilities. And you choose your path with wisdom, as this talent is activating in you now. You'll be able to sense the trajectory of your choices, feel into future possibilities, and navigate your life with Arcturian precision. And now they continue the final activation, and the most important one. Both their hands move to rest gently on your shoulders. Their eyes lock with yours, and the love radiating from them is overwhelming. I'm activating your ascension codes, they say. The Arcturians are ascension guides. We help all beings evolve to higher states of consciousness. And you're ready for this evolution, ready to rise deeper into your higher self, and ready to embody the frequency that you came here to carry. Energy pours into you from above, through your crown, gold and white lights, pure consciousness. The frequency of your higher self is descending, merging even deeper with your human awareness. You can feel yourself expanding, rising, your consciousness lifting to a higher octave. You're still fully present in your body, but you're also aware of so much more. Connected to your soul's wisdom, to your purpose, to the larger design of your life. Raising your frequency while staying grounded, becoming a walking bridge between dimensions. The ascension codes are installing, rewiring your consciousness. You're rising into the next level of your evolution, right here, right now. All of these profound activations are weaving together. Enhanced perception, mental clarity, and emotional mastery. Timeline navigation, and ascension consciousness. They're all operating as one unified field. This is your new baseline, your new way of being. Your Arcturian healer keeps their hands on your shoulders, allowing everything to integrate, to anchor deeply into your cells, your nervous system, your energy field, and your DNA. Take some time now to fully integrate, activate, and install all the healing, all the upgrades, and this profound transmission. I shall be silent for a few moments while you do this now. And when you hear the bell chime, it's time for your return. The activation is complete, they say softly. These traits are yours now. They'll continue developing, growing stronger each day with practice, with intention, and with use. Your Arcturian healer steps back, places both hands over their heart, and bows to you, honouring what you have become. You carry the Arcturian frequency now, they say. You are a bridge between dimensions, a wonderful light worker and carrier of higher consciousness as you bring it into the physical world. You become an ascension guide for others, a navigator of timelines, a light worker, a way shower. This is your gift, your purpose, and your contribution. We're always with you, they continue. You can return here anytime. Just call on me whenever you need support. You're part of our consciousness family now. The temple begins to fade now, but everything inside you stays activated. The healing installed, the traits complete, and you find yourself back on the crystalline path as you begin to drift back towards physical reality. Each step grounding these changes into your physical body, making them permanent, making them real. The path begins to dissolve. The blue light is fading, but you're forever changed, and you can feel it, the difference, the upgrade, the expansion. As you begin to feel your physical body, your feet and legs, your torso and arms, and your head, all here, all activated, and all carrying new fresh energy. Start to bring a gentle movement as you start to move your fingers and toes. If you can, roll your shoulders or stretch your body. Take a deep, full breath as you fully start returning to your full awareness. But you feel different, more healed, more activated, and more in tune with your consciousness, operating at Arcturian frequency, carrying with you enhanced perception, mental clarity, emotional mastery, timeline navigation, an ascension consciousness. These talents are yours now. Use them well. Share them freely. You're here to be a healing presence in our world, a guide for others, a light in the darkness. The journey continues from here. And when you're ready, open your eyes and welcome back. Just wait for you to all drift back. Oh, hi, Denise. Oh, you're a treasure too, my darling. Thank you. Thank you. Nice to see you here. Loretta's just catching up. Deaf, not oversharing, just authentic. Yeah, absolutely. Well, hope not. Yeah, love listening. Looking forward to your meditation. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, you've got dizzy flu. Excuse me, there's so much stuff going on. I think Patricia Ann sat on her phone or something. Oh, how did you find that? Oh, lovely Lynn. Patricia Moore, aka Patricia Moore. That was immense. Felt so much energy moving through me and in places before you focused on them specifically, especially third eye and palms, crazy tingling and pressure, lots of yawns. I love that. I know. Do you know what? I can't stop yawning. Excuse me. Honestly, yeah. When I was getting to the end, I was trying to stifle a yawn. Glad you had that, Lynn. I love that for you, darling. I love that for you. That's what Gina saying. Incredible, thank you. I nodded off. Not unusual as tired, but kept waking up with whooshes of energy through my body. Beautiful. Absolutely wonderful. Yeah, but they were already with you, weren't they? Because you saw the blue orb. But yeah, as I keep saying, you're not nodding off. You're going into a layer of trance, right? That you don't need to remember. Sorry. That you don't need to remember what's going on. Yeah, it's really interesting. I'm glad you had that. Oh, I'm sleepy. I do beg your pardon. How rude. How bloody rude. I saw her face twice briefly. Long, angular, large eyes, so loving. Got the name Acton. Oh, my God. Acton. East Acton is where my nan used to live. Look it up. Like, as there'll be a meaning to it as well. Do you know what? It's really funny as well. So many people get that, and I had it too, is when you start connecting with other beings, whatever they are, you can get 3 or 4 or even 5 letter names, but they normally always start with an A. It's really weird. Really weird. You're welcome, Gina. I hope you enjoyed it, darling. But I love that. I love that. Did you talk to her? I'm so sorry. God, I bet it. Yeah, I can't stop yawning. Must be releasing as well. So Joyce is saying, yeah, loads of energy moving around. Felt so relaxed. Felt very floaty and moving around. Thank you. You're welcome, darling. Thank you for watching. Yeah, Lainey, you probably didn't drop off, darling. You just went in such a trance that you can feel like that. I'm not sure if I've ever told you, but I did a training course, and for 10 weeks we did a meditation, hypnosis. I'm so sorry. God, dear. And I would be off. It was like I was hypno-stoned. I'd come out and I could hardly see. I was just like that, shell shocked. And the trainers, they'd be like, Lorraine, are you okay? And I'd be like, and I'd be off doing all sorts. And you are too. Even if you don't know, even if you don't see it in the meditation or experience it in the meditation, trust me, we're all working overtime. I think there's a lot of us feeling. Funny you say that, Lorraine. I got the name Alan with 1 L. There you go. Interesting. But look them up. Look up the names. But yeah, my nan lived in East Acton near Wormwood Scrubs, the prison. She wasn't in it. But yeah, there was always having escapees, and you'd get the wall siren, because it was literally it's like a prison in West London, and it was you could walk by it, I think they must have probably upped the security now, because easily you'd get stuff in and out, I reckon. Yeah, interesting. Look it up. Look up the meaning, because there will be a message for you, 100%. But yeah, if you do get guides and stuff, it's really interesting. Petronica saying, started with great, strong sensations, crown and tingly hot hands, was interrupted by my daughter and her friends talking loudly next door. I was too agitated, so definitely rewatch Our Little Monkeys. My daughter's coming, she's got a new boyfriend, so I'm going to go and meet him in a minute. Yeah, he seems nice. But yeah, I'll just tell everyone on the internet. Yeah. Oh, Steph's saying, what are you saying, Steph? I can't remember the name, but he began with an L. Beautiful. And also, remember, sometimes the number, so like L will be a 12. I only know that, 12th letter in the alphabet. So, yeah, look up the 12 as well. Yeah. Patricia Mitchell. Hello, I'll have to watch again. Raging as I miss us with my granddaughter. Oh, bless you. No, don't be raging, darling. You're meant to do it when you're meant to do it. But yeah, I was going to say, I mean, are many of you going back over and doing some of the older ones? Because they're always good to revisit, and you've got them there. You've got 2 little power banks of stuff. Yeah, big night for you. I hope the meet goes well. Yeah, it sounds lovely. Yeah. So yeah, hope so. Seems nice. Yes, I redo the older ones. Yeah, I think it's always good, because there's quite a few in there now. And I haven't got many in the hypnosis and meditations, but I'll be putting that right. So I need to get this bloody course done. I'm praying to God I can get it done by the end. November. Oh, God. But yeah, Gina, welcome. Welcome. Yeah, anyone got any questions or anything? It doesn't have to be about the meditations. It can be it can be anything about anything. If you want to know, I'm only giving my perspective anyway. But yeah, here to help. That's why we have the spiritual chat afterwards, so that if anybody's drifting in or drifting out, at least we haven't got somebody that not very nice person last week. Yeah, do you remember that guy at the end? I was reading the messages, like I just finished, and I was like, wow. Yeah, there's a lot of that. And I know that the more we push our light out there, it drives the dark out of the ones that are, in the dark, on the dark. Yeah, so you get that. But to be honest, gosh, I saw I keep calling. But yeah, Scarlett and I we get on really well. But yeah, we've been kind of not bickering, but yeah, it's like just getting on each other's nerves really for no reason. And a lot of people have been saying that, feeling angry. Oh, hang on. What's lovely Joyce saying? Funny talking about prisons. I moved to Ireland on the day they broke out the Maze prison. What a day it was. It was police everywhere. And they caught the 12 trying to flee in a mini car. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah. I know one got out and he managed to shoot a policeman right outside my nan's door. Yeah, my dad was living with them at the time. And luckily he'd just, kind of come in. And they've all heard a big bang out there. Yeah, I don't know where he ended up. Can't remember the rest of the story, but yeah. But, it was quite scary as a kid being over there and hearing the siren. Mind you, where I lived from 7 to like 19. Oh, maybe I better not talk about that. But yeah, it was really weird. We lived near Pinewood Studios. Most of you would have heard of that. And we lived near, this place called Black Park is absolutely beautiful. But they were all detached, like bungalows or houses, and I'll tell you that. I'll tell you what. When's the date? I think it's the 17th for our little Zoom powwow. Yeah, so I'll put the link and I'll do the right one this time. I don't know what I did last time. I'm so sorry. Yeah, and I think maybe I just did it in a rush. What do I think of spiritual development circles? I think I think they can be really good, but what I found was that there's still a lot of ego that goes on, unfortunately, especially if your talents come out. Like I say it all the time, I'm really, really shocked. Yeah, come to the Zoom. I don't record it because we're just talking privately, so it's not something that I would post at all. Yeah, it's not something I would post. So I don't record it. But yes, they can be good, but just you can do them online now. You don't even have to go anywhere. I'm not sure if Richard Allen still does his. I think he does, so that might be good because that's online. And I don't know if you've got kids or it's not always easy to get out. But yeah, just you have to find one where they're not driven by human and spiritual ego. I think that's the challenge. But you see, I'm more about, even though I'm highly spiritual, I'm more about helping you connect to your higher self, right? Because when you do that, when you fully connect to your higher self, everything else just kind of comes naturally, unless you want to be a medium. If you want to be a medium, then yeah, absolutely amazing, really good. Yeah, they are. I've heard that they're very clicky. You have kids and hard to get to them. I would have a look online, darling, and look for ones that have got really good reviews. I did Richard's one probably about 2 years ago now, if not longer. He's very good. He's very good, but they can be quite long. Yeah, they can be quite long. But yeah, like I say, I'm not here to help with that. I'm here. My role as the bridge, the connector, whatever you want to call it, is to help you. I know he had a big long waiting list. I don't know if he still does them, darling. But yeah, if you want to do a development circuit, I would recommend him locally. I've got no clue, so I don't even know where you are, darling. But like I say, you can do them. But yeah, just dodge the ones. If you get that feeling, I don't tend to occasionally go to spiritual church, but not very often. Yeah, I don't want to be judgmental, but I find it all a bit. I was a bit thrown when I went through my awakening. I thought, oh my God, everything I'd gone through, all these, symbols on the wall and astro traveling and going to other dimensions. I thought that happened to everybody. I thought that's what everybody did. And when I was speaking to people about it, they'd be like, didn't know what I was talking about. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't realise there's spiritual ego as well. And I think there can be, if someone's been on the journey a long time, but for me personally, it doesn't matter how long someone could be on the journey for 20, 30 years. It doesn't mean they know more. It just means they might have experienced more. And it depends what their role is, but the awakenings from 2012 are so different. I know probably drive everyone around the twist saying the same thing, but they're so different. They really, really are. Yeah, and 2020 I think was a big year, and there's more to come. There's more to come. Whatever's going on in the world, which I don't care to think about or even get involved in, I'm just here doing my thing. It's going to be a good few years before it's sorted. That much I do know. But it's all good. It's like rebirthing. It's like the labour pains of us going through this as a collective. And if people don't want to wake up, I think whereas, people could kind of brush it off, I think there's so many more people that they just can't. And the thing is, all I do know is 100%, if we don't go willingly, we get dragged. And I would always say, don't ever get dragged. Just go willingly. Like with spiritual expansion, it can be a bit scary at points. But yeah, come along, Gina, if you can. I know it's probably if you've got little kids, getting them to bed, isn't it? It's a bit early, 6:30 for you, darling. But yeah, have a look. What's Petronica saying? I agree with the spiritual development classes, but there's always one or two who never shut up about themselves. Yeah, absolutely. But then we've just got to send them love, haven't we? Because, they need it more than anybody else. But yeah, I tend to kind of stay out of it, really. Yeah, and I just muddle along. But like I say, my wish for you and me being here every week is that you build that connection with your higher self, and that's what you focus on. Because like I say, once you've, not say mastered it, but once you've fully entered into that place where you just trust, you call it intuition, same thing. Intuition, higher self, same thing. Soul and higher self, same thing. But it's just, I blindly trust mine because I know it's never going to take me anywhere that I don't need to go to. But as a human, it will be like, oh God, judging a situation. Oh my God, I don't want to do that. But all I can tell you as well is the dark nights of the souls pretty much stop, because we evolve, and the more we evolve, the less they get. But also we move from that human mindset, ego, thinking, right, that kind of stitches us up, does us up like a kipper, right? Sorry to American friends, but English people will know what I mean there. It's like, yeah, we oh God, yeah, no, I was trying to think of the right words then. It's gone. Dipping in and out. Yeah, I'm getting tired now. But yeah, it's fascinating. I love this journey. I just love all of it because, yeah, and like I say, the course will walk you through. Like I say, there'll be a couple of bonuses in it as well, but that is the foundation, though. The course is the foundation, and like I say, I've said it before, some people might find it a bit, well, I've already done this. But the point is if we've still got those thoughts and feelings going on in our head, and our nervous system is still shot to pieces, it's really challenging to heal. So we do need to kind of strip it back and go back to the bare bones. Then we can move forward. And once it's like, isn't it? It's like, it's got to be, we've got to build ourselves on solid foundations. We really, really do. But yeah, anyway, I hope that helps. I'm probably going to go, my lovelies, because yeah, I'm getting ever so tired now. I've just gone, you know what it's like. It's just like woman hits you, doesn't it? So I'm going to have to go. But Mary, sending you so much love, and Patricia Ann's family member or loved one, whoever it is, and anybody else that needs healing, or needs healing energy, you can, yeah, if you comment under the post, if you're watching live, if you're watching on the replay, sorry, you just post a name, and we'll all just send healing. But yeah, the chat should stay there as well, bless you. But yeah, good. I'm glad that helps, darling. Yeah, I love your bridges, suit me a tea, absolutely. That's it. But we're exactly where we're meant to be. And I've written a kind of intro for the course. We're exactly where we're meant to be. We're never, ever not in a place that we're meant, not meant to be. I mean, obviously we've got free will, but that's a whole story for another day, isn't it? But yeah, there's never a mistake. People go, oh yeah, but I'm too old, or I'm too this, or I'm not enough for this. I'm not. Listen, you're exactly where you're meant to be. I remember going through the breakthrough of not even being awake. And yeah, just it kind of all piled on top of me. And I was like, yeah, I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. There's no point me have guilt tripping myself and making myself feel bad for things that I did or didn't do. I wasn't meant to. So anyway, on that note, I love you and leave you. Look out for the newsletter, because there will be some codes that I'll send out to you guys first to get them. But like I say, if you want to book anything, I know obviously money is only energy, but we have to invest in ourselves. When we invest in ourselves, that's the best money you'll ever spend. And I have got lower, I know, I get it. Some of the, the longer sessions are, kind of budget, not, kind of budget friendly, but the work that we can do in them is just so potent and powerful. But anyway, I love you all. Thank you, everybody who's watched on the live and watches on the replay. Just know that you're never alone. And like I say, anybody listening, if you want to even put your own name there, just go under this once it's loaded up onto YouTube, and then just put a name. You don't even have to say, just type a name, and anybody, including myself, will look at those comments and we'll just send healing energy out, because together we're stronger. Anyway, I love you. Thank you for coming. I love you all, and I'll see you same time, same place. next week. Have a fabulous week, or the best week you can under the circumstances. You're welcome, Steph, darling. Just sending you all lots of love, and just know that we're always with each other. We're never apart. We are one. I love you all. Much love. Bye, darlings.